got it yesterday,
you
and you got it last night. Lee, what we doing? They kicked them boys' ass last night, Lee. They were clearly in control of that game. They were up 22 at one point.
They better be in control of that game. The goddamn star pointer had an Achilles injury.
Hey, Leaf, I got to bounce, brother. It's good to talk to you.
Look, I'll say the look word. I'm using that.
I know what it is. I'll talk to you later, Leaf. What up?
Leaf ain't wrong, chill. They was lucky.
Hey, being good ain't good enough. You need to being lucky. Hey, listen, man, being good ain't good enough. You need some stuff to go your way. That's part of it. I've never subscribed to this being lucky being a bad thing. Hey, so what? You blew. We ran 100 meters, and at the 100 and at the 80 meters, I ended up blowing a tire. Minor, that ain't your problem.
Not at all.
That is not your problem.
But to say that to bring up the fact that they was up 20, and you know that chill, that's a little smoky. But I digress.
It was up 22. Like you know how hard it is to go 22 in game 7?
Okay, but let's talk about that score at halftime. Because that, in my opinion, that was more indicative of what we probably would have gotten all the way through that game. We would have gotten a much closer game had Halle. Regardless, like everybody has said before me, we all had OKC winning this game.
Yeah,
we all had OKC winning the series. Shout out to SGA. I know he's considered a foul baiter, but I love his mid-range game. I hope this. I know the league is normally a copycat league. I hope I will see more of a return for him to that. Shout out to Tyrese, even though he was hurt. I hope we see more of a return to point guards being more point guard-ish, focusing more on setting up offensive, getting people involved, setting the table for their teammates. I hope we get more of a return for him to that. But as far as Kevin Durant go, man, I gotta tell you, Chill, I know you off the Kevin Durant train. I can't. I never liked Kevin Durant. I respect his game. I think he has one of the best games in the league of all time. But as far as the person, and I can separate the person and the player. I ain't never liked Kevin Durant since he left OKC.
I don't do that with the whole like personal thing. It ain't 10 players in the game better than. I won't argue that with anybody.
No.
There ain't 10 players in the game better than him.
But man, that was a sucker move. Imagine if after Dominique loses to Bird, he gonna join the Celtics and they rattle off 3 of them real quick. How different are we talking about Dominique with 3 rings?
He a top 10 player.
Exactly. And that's the thing with Kevin Durant. A lot of people praise that young man for what he did when he was with Golden State. And hey, take full advantage of the opportunity of free agency. More power to him. But it was a sucker move. And literally, if you take him out of that jersey, Chill, the numbers look great, but the outcomes, they're a little subpar. Yeah. So him going to Houston with them young guys, and I know he has a relationship with the coach previously. Yep. Kevin Durant has gone on record saying, I just want to hoop. And he's going to be expected to lead these young dudes. And he has said repeatedly, I am not a leader. So now, somebody gotta give. I don't trust Sengun to step up. I don't trust the.
Why, Minor? Why? Why not?
To step up as a leader?
To be better this season? Even as a leader, Minor. Let's stay right there. Even as a leader, why not?
Because he hasn't. He's not. Maybe he's not the most. He's not the most vocal of players on that team. Frankly, the most vocal player they had, the 2 most vocal players they had, they got rid of them. Right. And then they left the third one, which, for better or for worse, they left Fred third. So is he going to step up as a leader? Is he going to challenge the team to get better? And even if he did, I don't know how well they're going to listen to him, especially when you got Kevin Durant standing there and he ain't saying nothing. He's just like, man, I just want to hoop. I'll play some ones. I'm gonna go out here. You know who I am.
I'm not buying
All of
that.
that.
I'm not buying that. I just want a hoop thing. I'm not trying to hear that. And the reason why I'm not trying to hear that, because if he just wanted to hoop, why didn't he go to Portland? Why didn't he end up in Charlotte? Why didn't he go back home to Washington? No, he doesn't just want to hoop. No, he doesn't. He wants to win.
Why didn't he just stay in Phoenix? If he, to his credit, Kevin Durant never came out and publicly said, "I want to be traded."
No, they were out on him. Phoenix was out
Yes.
on KD.
So you can't necessarily. A lot of people are kind of knocking Kevin Durant for this trade. I won't knock him for this trade. I just knock him for being Kevin Durant. But if this flames out, and I don't wish bad on any team because I actually like Houston.
Minor,
really
what this
Houston.
look like? What this look like if Houston don't make the playoffs?
Oh man, the Kevin Durant Hall of Fame stock. Oh, it's dropping, baby. Oh, it's plummeting. You can get that off the penny stocks if that happens. If they don't make the playoffs, or if they get bounced in the first round, or if they get swept in the first round, and Kevin Durant plays like trash, oh, I feel bad for Houston. I love that. I love that. I would love that to happen. I doubt it would happen. I don't see any team in the West being that dominant against that team.
Yeah.
But
That's
it, man.
I know where to find you at, brother.
Yeah.
This part right here. This just so you guys know, this part right here. This part right here. Phoenix pushed all their chips to the front of the table to get KD, and it was a disaster. Why is this all on KD? That's why I'm trying to make sense. That's why I'm trying to make sense in why Phoenix isn't blowing this whole thing up. Like, why they not moving off book? Why they not, whatever Bradley Beal wants, he can go. We need our draft picks back because we got to start over. You pushed all your chips to the front of the table. You thought you were winning it with KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, and it turned out to be a disaster. So now you're moving off of KD. There's no reason to hold on to Book. There's no reason to hold on to Bradley Beal. We got to start over. None. We got to start over. What up?
Chilling, man. Yo, it's so much to say. I don't know how much time I got. I just want to say, I want you to help me just be thankful for the defensive side of the playoffs, all of the deflections, all of the contested shots, all of the, because, you know, you may not get the block, but you can contest a shot. You could close out on a 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? You could stop the clock, and now they got only, I don't know, 2.4 seconds to shoot the ball because you knocked it out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful for that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say I'm thankful for the defensive side of it. And I wanted to ask you, Chill, what was your favorite defensive series in this entire playoffs?
The best defensive series. I mean, what I saw Oklahoma City do to Memphis was pretty impressive. That was the way that they completely just shut the door on them dudes. That was really impressive. I thought what the Knicks did to Boston was impressive too. To come back from,
I ain't gonna lie, you know I don't like the Knicks, but they did play defense on them. I ain't gonna hold you.
To come back from being down 20, not once, they did it twice. And then the handle
that Mikal Bridges still at the end, that was tough. I ain't gonna hold you. That was tough. I never seen a game ended where he just the ball from somebody like that. Like,
yes. So
let me ask you.
Those two probably are the most impressive to me.
Do you think that Shaq made an initiative to like stop CJ McConnell for dominating that mid-range area? Like, because CJ was getting everything he wanted, but I've seen Shaq pick up some big blocks and he started contesting more shots in that game 7. I thought that was one of my favorite defensive things to see about last night's game.
I thought it was great how he protected the rim. That was the most important thing for me. How whenever CJ McConnell, whenever Siakam got close, and everybody thinks that protecting the rim is just blocking shots. No, you know, I'm redirecting guys. I'm redirecting shots. I'm making it tougher on you. Siakam is getting downhill and he's getting to the rim. Chet's there. He's stopping and going the other way. He's not going over the top of Chet. TJ McConnell is going trying to get a bucket, and Chet smacking that right back in his face. So I can definitely appreciate that.
No, I don't mean to laugh, chill, but that was the first time I seen TG McConnell really go away from his mid range and him just trying to get, I don't know, under Chet. I felt like he couldn't get under Chet. Like you're not gonna shoot a he tried to like scoop it past him instead of like float it over him. And I just thought that Chet stepped up, you know what I'm saying? And offense is always, they always say defense win championships, but more times than not, I always say offense gets celebrated. And I just wanted to pull up because I know I could talk to you about it, you know what I'm saying? Just how, defense, even though they say it win championship, it should be celebrated too. You know what I mean? So that's it, Coach.
100% it should be. A lot of people don't talk about the championship team more than they talk about what the other team didn't do. I ain't doing that, no doubt. But good to talk to you, Breezy. You know where to find me at, brother.
All right.
Yep. Like, what's wrong with these people? Like this dude right here. Can you get out of my chat, man? Get out of here. You wasn't doing this shit in March. You wasn't here. You weren't here in March. Get out of my chat, man. Beat it. Get your ass out of here. This dude too. You dudes wasn't doing this in March. You dudes weren't. Now all of a sudden, SGA is miles ahead of Giannis. And fuck out of here with that, man. Get out of my chat. Get out of here, man. For real. Get out of here. So, speaking of getting out of here, it's about that time for me. You guys know where to find me at. I'm weeknights right here on Chilltown Hoops. Tuesday nights, me and my man Tony Tone, we do it right here on the Chilltown Hoops Network and the Sports Fluent Network. Weeknights, you can find me. Weekdays, I'm sorry. You can find me on TikTok, 9 a.m. Good Morning NBA. From there, you can find me at 11 to 2 on the panel on the Players Choice Network right here on YouTube. I'm not hard to find, guys. Me and my man Big Ox, we do it on Thursdays and Saturdays, 4 p.m. and 12 o'clock on Saturdays. It's called Chill with Chill. We do that on the Players Choice Network, so I ain't hard to find, man. I will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. I will talk to you guys soon, but until then, take it light. Take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys today. This was good stuff.